What's cracking, folks? Welcome back to another video of DJI Angling. Today's video we're fishing with some of the newest lures that just hit the market, so stay tuned. Let's try and get some big ones. I just got news that some new baits have came in at my local tackle shop. One in Pacific that I want to fish with today. So let's go pick it up from the tackle shop. I'm super excited. Alright, so I found the product that we're looking for, and let me show you guys. This is called a loaded dice. Look at those things. They're little squares with like little tentacles coming out of them. They look super good, and I've seen a ton of pro anglers throw these things, and I've recently really wanted to try them out. But here's the only issue. They're $13 for 2 of them. So the idea of the video is basically I'm gonna buy some of these for 13 bucks, and then I'm gonna try to make my own, and I'll show you how to do it, and we'll see which one can catch some more fish. Color-wise, they have a ton of colors, but I think I'm gonna go for this black and blue color. So I've also seen people put these weighted wacky hooks by 6 cents in the bottom of the dice lure for only 5 bucks. I wanna pick these up and see how they work. Now let's get the supplies to make them. So I'm looking for fishing skirt, but they don't have any, so it looks like we're gonna have to improvise. All right, I'm just gonna pick up one of these, and then I have a couple at my house already. So we just made it home, and let me show you the baits. Here are the baits for $6 a piece. $12 for 2. We have the dice. Here are the black and blue dice. I don't really know the full name, but I know it has dice in it. I'm gonna call my own the death dice because we're gonna be making my own. But I've seen a ton of guys in tournaments throwing these things, and when I first saw them at my local fishing shop, I knew I had to have them. From what I've seen so far, not worth $6 a piece. They seem pretty durable. Let me try to pull one of these little like tentacles out. Yeah, they just kind of like slide. So I don't really know how durable it is, but we'll have to take it out on the water and see if we can catch some fish. Now let me show you how I'm gonna attempt to make my own. What are the products you're gonna need? Zoom flukes or Senkos. Didn't find any skirt at my local shop, so that's why I just bought this jig. And a sewing needles and a threader. Very important. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my fluke and I'm gonna cut it up into a couple sections. All right, so here are the 3 middle sections, and here's the head and tail, which I'm not gonna use. I'm gonna take my jig, or if you can buy a skirt at your local store, just take your skirt. For that one jig, I have a pretty good amount of skirt. I'm not gonna be able to like show you this perfectly, but what you're gonna need to do, this is really important, is you need to take your needle, take your threader, put the threader through the needle, and then take one strand of the skirt and put it through threader, just like that. Now what you wanna do is you wanna have like a quarter of the skirt on one side, and then the rest of most of the skirt on the other side, and then pull it through the needle. So it looks just like that. What you want to do is you want to take one of your squares, sorry for the noise in the background, and then stick your needle with your skirt on there, right through it, just like that, and then carefully, super carefully pull it through. Comes out the other side, right there. And then you can take it, just slowly but surely put it through, and then you have your first thread through your dice. So now what you want to do is you want to do 2 on this side, 2 down, and then 2 on one on each flap. So 1 on this flap of the fluke, because they have 2 flaps, 1 on that flap and 1 on that flap. Done. It should look just like this. $6 for this little thing, and I just created it for just a couple of dollars. I don't actually know what it came out to, but probably a couple of cents actually. That is really impressive, and I think that looks pretty good for being so cheap. I should do that a couple more times, and we'll have enough to go fishing and put them to the test. And we finally have it. For way cheaper, we have 2 death dice by JD. These things look super sick. I'm super glad I was able to come up with this, because I don't have many good ideas, but apparently this is going to be one of them if we can catch some fish on this thing. So yeah, let's put them to the test. And here is the final rig right here. That looks pretty juicy, not gonna lie. Now let's go fishing. We're starting off with the $6 a piece, $12 total dice. We'll see if we can catch on it. This is like extremely light, which is kind of alright. So we might need to get some lighter pound test. I think this is like 9, or maybe not 9, maybe like 8 pound test. We might need to get some, oh, the bluegill love it. Some lighter pound tests. Some, maybe like some 5, 6. I know it's no higher than 10. So yeah, we'll get used to it though. This is crazy looking. I really want to catch a fish on this. It looks so juicy though. I wonder how it looks on live scope. Like, I wonder if you can see it like really good or what. A couple bass right there. There's so many fish in this little pond. Oh. I don't know if it's very weedless. Probably not. Oh, fish on, fish on. Oh, fish on. No way. Fish on, baby. Fish on. No, it came off. Dang it. Well, that was our first fish on within like a couple minutes. All right, well, that was crazy. That was within a couple minutes. We had our first fish. So my phone was ringing because my mom was calling me, and I had a really bad hook set on that fish. But hey, it's been only a couple minutes and we've had our first fish on, so that's really good. Got him. Got him. Got him. Got him. Got him. Saw him in there. He grabbed it. This is literally insane how much this lure is popping off right now. It's been 20 minutes and I've had 3 bass come up and grab this thing. This lure is popping off. One right there, and we just landed this one. Absolutely popping off. This might be my new favorite lure. Let's go. Super awesome bass. Thank you, buddy. Maybe be a little nicer. I don't know. Kind of got a bad attitude. First fish down. It's been about 20 minutes. We've had 3 fish come up and smack them. We do have some evidence. A tentacle came off. Let's see what the bait looks like after 1 fish catch. Put that in my pocket. I can put it back on later. Hook is a little bit out of place. Let me see. All right, yeah, I can fix that. That's what it looks like. Still looking good. Holy crap, it's a giant bass. That was a big old bass.
Just like a worm.
Got him. Got him. Get in here. Came up and grabbed it. He's a big bass. Get in here, buddy. Another one on the dice. Saw him come up and slam that thing. It's called sight fishing, baby. That's number 2 on the dice. Beautiful fish. Now let's try to catch one on the handmade one, I think. The $6 one performed really good. In under an hour, we had 3 bass on and landed 2. So the hookup ratio is pretty decent. And yeah, 3 bass in under an hour at this loaded pond. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people just at this one pond. So obviously it's pretty pressured, and yeah, it's excelling really good. Ooh, we got a little one looking at it. It's right there now. He's a little guy though, but still a fish. I can tell this one casts a little bit better. I think it's a little heavier. The other plastic on the $6 ones is way saltier than these ones. But yeah, this is the Zoom Fluke recipe, so. Got him. Got him. There we go, baby. That is on the homemade one. Solid fish. There we go. He's a little guy. Nice fish though. He really ate that thing. Solid pounder. Seems to be a popular size for this bait. Let's go, baby. Nice, beautiful fish. Fish on the handmade one, and I also kind of like lost it due to a tree, so I don't feel like making more. So let's see how long it takes us to catch one on the store-bought one. The only thing different between the one that I made and the store-bought one is, again, the tentacles are way longer. They're a little thicker, and obviously the color. So maybe these bass just really like the black and blue. I don't know. Oh, got him. Got him. First cast. First cast. First cast, dude. Why does this thing work so good? Dang it. Got him. No way. Got him. Got him. Oh, that's a good bass. That's a solid bass. I saw him and I cast at him again. He followed it up and I cast at him again and he ate it. That's a solid fish, dude. That's a solid fish. He's got a lot of energy in him. Oh yeah. That's a solid 2.5, 3 pounder. Look at that guy. Another beast of a fish. Got him good that time. He's a chunky one. Hey buddy, beautiful bass. Ooh, the little bluegill, I love this bait. They just love it so much. There we go, got him. Solid fish. There we go, baby. Solid fish. Dang it! Came off. Man, I don't know how he came off. I had a good hook set on that thing. And we still have our cube after almost 6 fish. I don't know what the hookup ratio is, but we've lost 2 fish. Out of all the fish we've caught, and we've lost 2 fish. So that ratio is pretty good, I think. And I don't really know how that came off. But yeah, that was a really solid hook set. I think that's it right there. Look at that. Ready? I'm not even pulling. Barely pulling. Drag was way too loose. So there's the issue. We totally would have landed that fish. Because you hear when I set the hook, it went zzz. So that means I did not bury the hook deep enough. So that was my fault right there. We're walking back home and now it's time for what everyone has been waiting for. Is the lure worth $12? Now I did not use the homemade one and the $12 one. Or this is $6 a piece. Equally, I used this one a whole lot more, but just how the cheap one performed and the expensive one performed, the expensive definitely won and is definitely worth the money. Again, if you're a fisherman who is willing to spend a lot of money on gear, this rod and reel and lure, definitely 100% worth it. And this lure is probably my top 3 favorite finesse baits. So yeah, definitely go check them out. Amazing lures. I think it is safe to say that the Three Brother loaded dice definitely took the win over the DIY dice. I highly recommend go checking out Three Brothers loaded dice. Again, they caught so many fish for us between today and yesterday. I think it's going to be my new favorite finesse lure if it continues to catch fish. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video just as much as I enjoyed making it. If you guys made it this far in the video, comment down below. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day. Jesus loves you. Subscribe.